Hi, Mr. D. Can you tell us a little bit about your Black Lives Matter coloring book?
Sure. Black Lives Matter coloring book is a collection of black leaders, black revolutionaries, leaders like Malcolm X, El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, his wife Betty Shabazz, Martin Luther King Jr., the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and his wife, Coretta Scott King. Everybody in the picture is somebody remarkable. No matter what color you are, who it is that they call you in history, whatever name it is that you have, whether it's MLK or Malcolm or X, you're somebody remarkable because what it is that you stood up for. These men were great. They were revolutionary leaders. There's also lesser known men, people like Huey P. Newton, even Mumia Abu-Jamal. That's a name that you'll never hear in the school. You'll never hear that in elementary school. You'll probably never hear that in high school. Mumia. He was a revolutionary too, though. Also, Fred Hampton. That's a name you won't hear too often. Fred Hampton was a revolutionary. Everybody's holding on to whatever it is that made them remarkable. We're all remarkable. Everybody here, everybody sitting around this circle is somebody remarkable. We all holding on to something. So the Reverend, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is holding on to his faith. That's why he has his fingers interlocked in prayer like that. His wife is holding on to her strength, her husband. Betty Shabazz, Malcolm X's wife, she's holding on to her self-respect. He's holding on to his dignity. They're holding back the rapper Tupac Shakur, he holding on to his rage. Booker T. Washington holding on to his conviction. Bob Marley holding on to his peace. You see, everybody holding on to something, whether it's something symbolic or something physical. He holding on to his peace. You see, the physical thing he got is a guitar too. That's his peace. Henry Ossawa Tanner, one of the first world-renowned black painters, Henry Ossawa Tanner. Can everybody say Ossawa?
Ossawa.
Henry Ossawa Tanner was from Philadelphia. He went to school at the Philadelphia Art Institute. He's holding on to his expression, which is the paintbrush. Mary McLeod Bethune is holding on to her heart. She was an educator. She loved the kids. She started a school in Florida that ended up being Bethune-Cookman University. It was just a regular schoolhouse just for girls. Ended up being a whole university. Everybody here is remarkable. And it's not just a collection of leaders, but it's also a collection of victims. People who lost their lives due to hate and inequality, due to prejudice, due to atrocities committed against the darker-skinned American, the black man. So that's why it's called the Black Lives Matter coloring book. These leaders are a little bit smaller because they're at the top of the page. See, this book, it started out as just this one picture. I wanted to draw every leader that I didn't learn about in school, that I didn't learn when I was in elementary school, that I had to educate myself about. Because we can teach ourselves, you know, we can go and we can learn things on our own. Those little cell phones y'all got, the internet on there, it's powerful. We can learn anything. All the information that you want is at the tip of your fingers. Whatever it is that you want to learn, you can go out and you can learn it. So I wanted to learn about my history. I wanted to learn about my past. I wanted to learn about where it is that I came from. So I went and I learned. I taught myself. But y'all all have that power. That's a power that y'all got within y'all to do what it is that y'all want to do, because technology, that's a power that is accessible to almost everybody. Everybody got a phone? Who got a phone here? Who don't got a phone? Everybody got a phone. So y'all all got access to the internet. A lot of people want to use the internet to bury themselves in dumb stuff, ignorance. They want to post pictures of people fighting, people making fun of each other, people making stupid jokes. You thinking about a joke. That's funny, huh? You thinking about a joke. What was the funny thing that you saw today? You saw something funny today? It ain't nothing wrong with us being happy and joking around and all that, but sometimes things happen that are more important than just passing time, you know? Trayvon Martin was killed by George Zimmerman. He was walking through a neighborhood close to his house. He didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't a killer. He just was a little black boy wearing a hood. So George Zimmerman, a racist, hateful man, decided to take his life. He wasn't even a police officer. This wasn't a police brutality or police killing. This was a man that was a vigilante. He wanted to be somebody that hurt people. So he went and he hurt somebody. Trayvon Martin had a bag. He was just coming from the store. He had Skittles and he had an Arizona tea. How many people like Skittles and Arizona tea? That's something that y'all might have had. He had Skittles and Arizona tea. So that's what he's holding on to. He's got the Skittles and the Arizona tea. Sean Bell's right next to him. Sean Bell was a young man from New York. He was about to get married. That's real smart. Sean Bell was about to get married. And this was after his bachelor party. The NYPD killed him in cold blood. He was unarmed. He didn't have any kind of weapon on him. He wasn't committing any crimes. He just was coming from a party, a bachelor party. So he's holding on to the wedding ring that he never got to give to his wife. Everybody's holding on to something. Right in front of them, I'm a boxer. I ain't tell you, I'm a boxer. I'm in the Golden Gloves right now. I'm going to be competing on Saturday at Sugar Ray Leonard's gym in Sugar Ray Leonard's hometown of Palmer Park, Maryland. And you guys don't even remember who Sugar Ray Leonard is, but he was a world-renowned middleweight boxer. He went to the Olympics and he won the gold medal. He fought legends like Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran. He was a great fighter. But this fighter right here is Reuben the Hurricane Carter, and he's a revolutionary. I mean, he didn't make it to he never won a championship because he was incarcerated. He was locked up for something that he didn't even do. They said that he murdered somebody just because he was in a white car and he was a black man with another black man. They said 2 black men were leaving the scene of the crime in a white car. So he got pulled over with his passenger, another black man, and they locked him up. He served 20 years for a crime that he didn't commit just because he was in a white car and he was black.
So let me ask you one quick question. What does it mean, Black Lives Matter?
It means that we're all remarkable no matter what color we are. It means that we all have the ability to do great things. It means that we're all able to contribute to society. It means that we have leaders that have sacrificed, that will still sacrifice, that will do whatever it is that we need to do to prove that we are equal and we are able to be the greatest possible people that we're supposed to be, because we're kings, we're queens. We came from that lineage of royalty. We didn't come from slaves. That's not our history. That's not where it started. Our true history is something that is hidden from us. So I wanted to shed light on what it is that is real. I wanted to teach everybody the truth, not just the kids, but the adults, because I didn't know the truth myself. I had to go out and I had to learn it myself.
I see. And so why did you have the idea of the coloring book?
I didn't. That was something that God gave to me. I didn't have an idea for a coloring book. I had an idea for a picture. I did this picture, and then I started coloring it. You see, like, I was sketching, and I thought that it would be cool just because it's black and white, and then I started coloring certain things. I thought that it was cool to leave certain things black and white and to color certain things, and then I thought it'd be cool to have everybody finish it. So, you see, Coretta was an AKA, so that's why she has the scarf on, the pink and green. That's the AKA colors. Bob Marley's holding on to the t-shirt. He's got the t-shirt on. Look, she wanted to see. His t-shirt says "Justice or Else." It's red, black, and green. The red is for the blood, black is for the people, green is for life.
Can we look at one of the pages inside? Could you show us what that looks like?
Sure. Pick a random page and I'll speak about what's on this random page.
Okay.
So right here, we have a couple different facts.
So the book is full of facts for every page?
Facts and information about current events and about history. 27% of people killed by police in 2015 had mental health issues. That's the truth. I think the number might be even a little bit higher than that. Ezel Ford right here was killed by the LAPD. Everybody in his neighborhood in Los Angeles said that he had the mental capacity of a child. He was a grown man, but he had mental health issues. So the police, if they're not trained a certain way, they don't know how to deal with people with mental health issues. You definitely don't deal with people with mental health issues with a weapon.
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
So, what would be your message as we wrap this
I'm
up?
not going to take this.
As we wrap this up, what would be your message to these kids here in concerning Black Lives Matter so that they can live a long, prosperous life?
Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that all other lives don't matter. Black Lives Matter means that no one on this planet, no matter what color they are, should be mistreated, should be thrown away, should be cast aside. Nobody should be buried just because of the color of their skin. And we all need to work together to try to change what it is that we have going on, because it's not right. She has a question.
Go.
What did Dr. Luther King die for?
What did he die for? Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated because he wanted peace, because he wanted equality. That's the sacrifice that he made. He had a purpose in his life. His purpose was to make all of us feel something, to get all of us inspired to do something, for all of us to be free. And he was killed because he was a man of peace and he was powerful. He walked through, I'm going to say this word, he walked through hell to get along with people. And he was still taken from us.
Since you made that coloring book, what do you think that the kids should do if they have the same life as all of those people?
If they have the same life? What do you mean by if they have the same life? You mean if... What do you mean if they have the same life?
Well, like that they did, since those people did something remarkable, and if someone else, one of us, did something remarkable, what do you think would it be like?
You're doing something remarkable right now just by sitting here and asking that question. I told you earlier that I like that you sit and you have your legs crossed like a nice young lady, and that's remarkable because you went to St. Anthony's and you were taught that that's what ladies are supposed to do. That's remarkable. This book is remarkable. Everybody here, what's your name?
Maye.
Say it again.
Maye.
Maye. Maye is a remarkable name. I want to know what it is that you had to ask me. What's the question, Mike?
What gave you this idea to make a coloring book?
The idea, I mean, like I said, it was God. God gave me the idea for the coloring book. I wasn't even thinking about a coloring book. I was just doing a picture. I was making a picture. The picture was going to be every leader that I wasn't taught about in school. And then I started adding every leader that I knew about and that I was teaching myself about along the way. I put everybody that inspired me. And it ended up being a coloring book just because I started coloring it. And I didn't want to color everything in. I thought it would be good contrast to keep some things black and white and to color some things in. You know what that word contrast means? Contrast? Contrast is when you got something like this. That's contrast. So some things are black and white, some things are in color. And I thought it'd be cool if everybody could help color the whole thing.
We have time for one more question, then we got to wrap it up. Who's next?
One question. Yeah.
Can we see one more picture in the book?
Yep. You can see all the pictures in the book. So, the funny thing about this page, Denzel Washington is an actor. Y'all heard of Denzel Washington before, right?
Yes.
He played both of these men in movies. So that's Reuben the Hurricane Carter. That's a boxer I told y'all about that could have been champion in the world that was locked. He was locked up for a crime that he didn't commit. He's in chains. W.E.B. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois was a founder of the NAACP. He's holding on to his strength and his will. That's a key to freedom. He's helping Reuben the Hurricane Carter get out of those chains. Harriet Tubman is holding on to another key to freedom, her sheer cunning and her wisdom. And she's helping unlock Reuben the Hurricane Carter from those chains. Right here, it's Malcolm X, El-Haj Malik El-Shabazz, holding on to his self-respect and his dignity, and his wife Betty Shabazz holding on to the same thing. They're holding back Tupac. Legendary rapper, revolutionary rapper, Tupac Shakur, wasn't just about all the crazy things that rappers are talking about today that aren't really revolutionary, that aren't really about anything positive. Tupac rapped about changes. He rapped about Brenda's got a baby. He told ladies to keep their head up. He talked about things that actually mattered. I'm going to take one more question.
Okay. This is our last one.
How long did it take you to color it?
To color it, to be honest with you, I've never colored one of the books before, but this picture took a real long time just because I got a full-time job. I just came back from the Olympic trials, so I was always training. I had a whole lot of things that I was doing, so I wasn't able to really put a lot of work in on the book because you gotta feel it. It's gotta flow. You can't just force yourself to work. It's gotta be organic. Have you heard the word organic? Organic just means natural. It's gotta be something that just comes naturally, and you can't force it. So it took a while. It took 6 months.
All right. Well, we're running out of time. Mr. D, we too appreciate you coming by.
Yep.
Boys and girls, give a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. D. Black Lives Matter.